Yeah, so I was in a program back home in Australia called Pro Kick Australia. They basically teach the art of punting as such, and my coaches kind of reached out to Iowa, and because Michael Sleep Dalton was here, and just said, oh, well, we obviously want someone to replace Sleepy. And then, yeah, they kind of got in contact, and then Coach Woods came out in January, me and my family, which was just a great opportunity for me as well to kick in front of a coach, which I'd never done before, and obviously for my family. It was obviously hard for my mum as well, sending me all this way, so to have that extra comfort, knowing that she was sending me all the way over here, and I was going to be around great people certainly helped. So I played Australian rules football, which is basically just a big oval with 18 men on each side, and you basically, like any sport, the highest score wins. You got to kick it through a set of goals, and it's 6 points for a goal, and then 1 point for missing. So
45.5-yard average. He knocks it straight up in the air. It's angling to the right. Hits at the 5 and is down inside the 3. Hit just outside the 5. My goodness, that thing was headed for the sideline, and when it hit the ground, it turned left and went straight toward the goal line.
Honestly, I just try, it's a complicated sport in itself, so I just try not to overcomplicate it too much. But yeah, it's nothing really new to me, because I've been doing it for 15, 20 years. So like I said, I just try and simplify it, and it's nothing new. So I think that the transition hasn't been too bad at all.
First off, you talk about Tory Taylor, you talk about a guy that's incredibly grateful. I think when your mindset is in a place where you're a grateful person and grateful for the opportunities you have, you tend to look at things differently and actually tend to perform better. I think Tory's in that place right now. You know, he's a guy that really hadn't played football, obviously hadn't played American football yet, but hadn't played much organized football in general. And just having the opportunity to go over there and see him and see sort of the leg talent he had in Australia, is very clear that he's very talented and with the ability to really strike the ball, and with good hang time, good distance. And I think all the things that he was sort of missing, we can provide, in the sense that an opportunity for him, and then a way just to teach him and let him grow and kind of just watch him flourish. And I think we've all seen that the first 4 weeks. He's very talented, and it's just the beginning for him. The thing I'm probably the most excited about for him is that his teammates really like him, and the kid works really hard. He's a very appreciative person, a very grateful person. I think that rubs off to everybody. I think it's very obvious when you hang around him. And I think just the sky's the limit for him, and just getting the opportunity to watch him work and improve every day is very exciting.
You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it, you gotta fight for it, and it's worth it. We've learned that, all right, we've gone the other way too. Let's make sure whatever we do today, we battle our ass off for 60 minutes, all right? Let's just worry about this first half right now. Battle your ass off, 60 minutes. Let's go.
Hawkeyes 3-2. Look to build on a 3-game winning streak, entertaining 1-3 Nebraska. Black Friday, the Heroes game. The sun is charging through the clouds here at Kinnick Stadium.
The Heartland is brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and Iowa Corn Promotion Board. You may think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa.
Just underway in Iowa City, the Hawks moving right to left toward the north goal line. Petrus to throw again. Pass caught up around the 40-yard line of Nebraska. A high toss that was somehow snared by Sean Byer.
Yeah, you were talking about his catches last week, and that he was, wow. He could have stuffed a basketball. He went up so high.
And the Hawks are throwing the ball coming out. Here's a sideways throw, and down the near sideline goes Amir Smith.
Oh, there's an out-of-bounds hit.
There's a 15-yard add-on. Duncan's kick will come from the 22. 32-yard field goal try, and it's right through. Iowa draws first blood. The Hawkeyes are on the board. Duncan now on the season 7 out of 10. Empty backfield, 5 receivers, and they run the jet sweep to Wandale Robinson, and guess who met him at the front door? Davion Nixon flings him down for a loss. Empty backfield, throwing down. He's sacked. He sacked the Hawks. Picked a really good time to call a red dog, a linebacker blitz. So they call on Tory Taylor, the Big Ten's second best kicker. 45.5-yard average. He knocks it straight up in the air. It's angling to the right. Hits at the 5 and is down inside the 3. My goodness, that thing was headed for the sideline, and when it hit the ground, it turned left and went straight toward the goal line. Charlie Jones is back in the game, and he's downfield, circling underneath the football at the 23. Makes the guy miss. Heads to the near sideline. Gets the corner turn, 35-40. 45 midfield. Blocker to the 45 of Nebraska. This guy is fearless. I don't want to overstate the obvious, but he had a missile diving at him just as he caught the ball, and he took a sidestep to the left, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, he's something.
Huskers rushing 4. Petrus throws a weak side feed to Brandon Smith. Has a blocker out there. Jackson leading him downfield. One running back. Fake the draw handoff to Sargent. Pass is caught on the run, and a cartwheel tackle of Emir Smith-Marset is made, but the big fella from New Jersey held on to it.
Boy, I tell you, he got hit right as he caught the ball, did a full flip over the defensive back.
They're going to run Sargent off the right side. Spins away from a missile of a linebacker and gets inside the 12 to the 10. He almost broke that one to the end zone. Here's the snap out of the Wildcat. Spencer fires right side. Caught by Laporta. That'll be a first down. Slot receiver in motion. Petrus looking for Tyrone. Has him. Caught. Touchdown. Tyrone Tracy Jr. What a route. He came all the way across the formation from the left slot to the right side, then circled into the end zone and ran back to the near side. And Spencer with great protection. McCaffrey, who can run with it. Let's see what he does here. He's going to run off tackle. Big hole. And he almost broke it for the touchdown. He gets the first down. Here's the snap, the spot. The kick is certainly long enough, and it is right through. Empty backfield. Third down and long. Petrus looking. Plenty of time. Now he's forced out of the pocket. Rolls out to his left. Throws downfield and right to a white shirt. Intercepted by Nebraska. Here's a draw handoff. They tried to get to the outside and firing across the line. Jack Campbell. Here's the snap, the spot. The kick is sidewinding through. It's a 10-6 Iowa lead. First and 10 at the Iowa 40 with Iowa leading 10-6. There's a hole, and running down the near sideline for a first down is Tyler Goodson. So Petrus back to throw. Fires, caught. Amir Smith still on his feet. Stumbles forward, loses the ball, but thankfully it goes out of bounds. He was near the Nebraska boundary line. We await the snap. Here it is, the spot. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Line drive just inside the right upright. Here's the snap. We're ready to go. Martinez flings it to the right, to the tailback out of the backfield. Gets a first down, and he's down the sideline, still going. And he's back to pass. All kinds of time, no pressure. Now he's forced to the wide right. Throws it downfield. It's caught, but it looked like he was out of bounds.
Oh, they're calling it a catch.
Now they're at second down and goal from the 1. Now you would think this would be a keeper.
Boy, well, one official calls it a touchdown, the other doesn't, so it's a touchdown.
The Heartland is brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Iowa Hawkeyes. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
Here's Martinez, play fake to the tailback, back to pass, lobs it to a wide open receiver at the Iowa 33. Robinson goes in motion. They run straight ahead again to Johnson. Big hole. He's going to reach the end zone. Fumbles it as he goes into the end zone. Called touchdown, and Nebraska takes the lead with ease on the first drive of the second half. Here he is, empty backfield on third and long. Snap back to him. Nebraska rushing 4. He fires to the underneath receiver Reganey, and he's got the first down. Across the 40 to the Nebraska 37. Well, the Hawks are going to go for it on 4th and 2. At least they're showing it. 4th and 2 from the 16. Big play in the football game. Petrus throws, and it's caught. Sam Laporta. Well, he's been a sure thing all year. And they got a tight eye. This is typically a running play. Sargent on a cutback. Touchdown. Touchdown, Iowa. He stopped on a dime, snapped the ankles of the defensive tackle, and ran right by him.
Boy, he's a tremendous player inside the 10-yard line. But that was a big first down, or big touchdown play.
Sargent's 7th rushing touchdown of the year. down. Second down 5 for the Huskers. Martinez. This is a quarterback keeper all the way, and he's dropped by Davion Nixon before he can get started. That was a run play all the way. He sold pass except to Davion Nixon. Wandale Robinson goes in motion. Keep an eye on him. Martinez is looking for him. Now he's flushed. He's going to run. He's going to be dropped from behind. Knocked down at the 25. Got a yard. And Davion Nixon again pushed him from behind with help from Dane Belton. Sure-legged Keith Duncan will try and give Iowa the lead back. Here's the snap, the spot, the kick is right through, right down central. Duncan puts the Hawks in front, 23-20. Back deep is Cam Taylor-Britt. Here's the snap, and he sends it the other way. A high hanging end over end punt that's touched and fumbled. The ball's loose, and the Hawks have it. Cam Taylor-Britt couldn't handle the punt, and special teams does it again for the Hawkeyes. Laporta stands and runs in motion. Stops, hand off to Goodson. And a cut back left to right. He squirms through a little bit of a hole. Still going. First down, 21-yard line of Nebraska. 22 for sure. Up first down for the Hawkeyes.
That is big time running right there, Gary.
After the fumble recovery, turnovers are even at 1 apiece, but the Hawks will take the 3. Duncan, sure leg, lets it go, and it is good. Just inside that right upright. 26-20. Iowa has a 6-point lead. Third down and 15. Martinez, they blitz him. They miss on him. He's going to try and run. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain. The Huskers will have to punt it away. Great pressure by Van Valkenburg. And here we go. Here's the snap, 51-yard try. He got it away. It is, hits the crossbar. Hits the crossbar and bounces away, no good. Oh, man, don't tell me this isn't a game of inches. Martinez hit. The ball's loose, and Iowa has it. The Hawkeyes have it. He was hit by Chauncey Golston, and the ball recovered by Zach Van Valkenburg. I'm not sure why Nebraska was in such a hurry, but Martinez went with a quick snap, double cocked, and before he could fire the arm forward, he was hit by Chauncey Golston, and the Hawkeye defense has forced a turnover.
Let's go!
The best thing is, all right, you guys earned a victory. All right, that's how it works. All right, you practiced well, prepared well, competed hard. All right, and you've earned a chance to have a good weekend now, right?
Today's broadcast is powered by Extreme Internet. Feel the speed. Feel the power. Feel Extreme. U.S. Cellular is proud to be the official wireless sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, connecting Hawkeye Nation.
Yeah, so after high school, I committed to Buffalo out in New York. A little bit far from home, but I only had a few offers, and you know, I felt the most love out there, and I saw an opportunity out there, and you know, I just went with it, and then I was there for 2 years. I mean, you know, I love the guys on Buffalo. I made a lot of, you know, lifelong friends out there, but it basically came down to, you know, I wanted to play against the best of the best every week, and I knew the Big Ten is a place that, you know, every single week you're going to be doing that. And I knew that Iowa was a place where you can really work your way up. You know, you can kind of start at the bottom and, you know, hard work, work your way up to a starting spot, you know, or, you know, whatever it is. So that was basically what made me choose Iowa. Cool. In high school, I did both kick and punt return. Then when I got to Buffalo, I did kick return. And then this is actually my first time doing punt return in college.
Charlie Jones at his own 46. Goes right to left. Now down the near hash mark. Wide open territory. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Inside the 10, 5. Goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Iowa! Touchdown, Charlie Jones!
Is that young man something? Every time he gets the ball in his hands, it is exciting to watch.
Yeah, I think with Charlie, when he first got here, I'd known that he had been a kick returner because he did that at Buffalo and was successful there. Didn't know about him as a punt returner because he hadn't ever done it in a game. And so there's a little bit of unknown. But the one thing about Charlie, you know, he was out the first year, but every day the guy was back there catching balls off the jugs machine, fielding punts, catching punts from Michael Sleep Dalton. Those two were roommates last year, our punter from last year. And then now he's a roommate with Tory Taylor and catching his balls in the off season. I think all that time and energy and work that he put in, all that effort, has paid off for him. And it's really made him a very skilled returner, confident back there. It gives me confidence to put him back there. I think he has the confidence of his teammates, and the guy works incredibly hard. And I think that rubs off on people. People see that. And again, you talk about just the appreciation that he has for the opportunity and grateful for the opportunity. And it was fun watching him kind of blossom a little bit and become a good returner.
Earning a scholarship is one of my goals. You know, it's important to me. I think it's important to my family to take that financial pressure off of them. I wouldn't say it's my main goal. Obviously, I have other goals, and that's just one of them along the way. That's just one that comes with coming in every day and just working hard. And eventually, you put in the work and you go out in the field and you produce, and hopefully that's something that just comes along the way.
The Heartland is brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and Iowa Corn Promotion Board. You may think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Athletico Physical Therapy. It all starts here.
Okay, so I beat the right guard on him. I beat him on that move earlier in that game, and I don't know, this quarterback, pretty elusive guy. He scrambled on that time, so I knew that I can come back to it because he was susceptible to it. So I just a routine pass rush for me. Put my hand in there, knocked his arm down, came around, and I seen that the quarterback was still there. I didn't know that I was gonna get the result that I got. But that was crazy. Hit him, ball came out, and Valk recovered it. But I don't know. It was a really exciting time seeing all my teammates rushing on the field, and I was like, dang, I really just iced it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't a blowout like the other games. But they came in and they said they were working hard, and you can see they were more tight and they were ready to go. But overall, we were out there we didn't sleep on them or anything. We came ready to go. We brought the energy, even though we didn't have a crowd, which you be missing that sometimes when big plays come. But overall, I think we played well. We played well enough to win, but we still got more. We got more in this.
This week's Heart of the Hawkeyes feature is Dick and Kathleen McKean, two passionate Hawkeyes that have put their heart and soul into supporting the Iowa Hawkeyes for years. Dick was asked by Christine Grant to help recruit Vivienne Stringer. Their niece played for the women's basketball team from 2000 to 2004, and Dick was one of the founders of the Johnson County I Club.
This has been a presentation from Learfield IMG College.